Hello and welcome to Roosevelt Rebel with your host, Tisa Rebel Beltran. It's been over a month since my last podcast, and I did the Pen Pal program, and I did have 12 people do the program with me while I wrote to them, and I think I received 4 back, and I didn't write back to any of the other people, so I need to get on that. I've been consumed with the thought of going back to college, to university, to get my bachelor's degree. And I have a lot of projects that I'm working on for the future, which it's a step-by-step process, but it's kind of hard when you want to rush them, and I know that's not healthy to try to rush them because you want them to be in existence now. So, this podcast is just going to be about the things that I am working on and to get you involved who listen to this podcast into my other podcasts as well. So, as you may know, I am a part of Rebel Mayhem LLC. My fiance and I started this a year ago. We started a podcast called Shot About It, and it's just grew into a bunch of other podcasts. I think we have 5 on here under Rebel Mayhem. So, we do our podcast and we do some social media interactions with our fans and our friends. And so we want to build from that and do more. And we are going to have a special project that's starting next week. We're going to, on Riot, we're going to discuss what it is. We're changing the format, and we're pretty excited about it. And I think people will enjoy it. And if we decide not to do it with Riot, I'll definitely come on and let you guys know. You could just look us up on Rebel Mayhem LLC on Facebook to follow us and figure it out, and you could follow me on TR Beltran, Tisa Beltran, and whatever. So, the project that we're working on is going to be so, like I said, we are going to start the project next week, and it's possibly going to be on Riot. If we don't have it on Riot, we're going to start a new podcast for it, and I will let you know. And then I am going to be going to school and figuring out all that stuff. And then also a special part of my format for Roosevelt Rebel is going to be interviewing some local artists and musicians. So stay tuned for that. And pretty excited for all these new things coming in fruition. Ow, the dog is scratching me. So, keep listening, stay tuned, subscribe, like. If you have things that you need to talk about or ask a question, you need advice, we have a program called Ask Maymay. So if you need some advice, you can email her at maymaysmayhem@gmail.com. Or you could go to the Rebel Mayhem LLC page on Facebook, and you could message on there. You can message directly on there. I appreciate all my followers and listeners, and I'm sorry that it's been over a month since the last podcast. I have been meaning to do one, and I just have not. So I'm going to start scheduling it in and making it a priority, and I'm going to put it on a calendar, and I'm going to stick to this calendar. I will be doing that. So thank you for tuning in to Roosevelt Rebel. I know it's not much content this week, but I promise you the future podcast is going to be way better, and our content online is going to blow your minds. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. This is Tisa Rebel Beltran, and I'll see you next time.